All right, this game is over, and it is a win for the OKC Thunder. And they did so in a very interesting fashion. The way they won this game and the way the Pacers played, it's going to have a lot of people scratching their heads. This is the first time, I think, in the playoffs where the Pacers have lost 2 games in a row. I think it's the first time they've lost 2 games in a row since beginning of the year. The calendar year. So, like, maybe February, March, or something of the sort. Indy just didn't have it today. They just were not taking care of the ball, and it was hurting them. It hurt them pretty bad. So here's what I saw from these teams. So I'm going to start with the winning side, the Thunder. SGA was fantastic. Just continues to be able to just score at will, hitting tough shot over tough shot to get 31 points. His fourth quarter offense was fantastic. Gave the Thunder points when they needed it, their leader. And then defensively making huge plays. I have no idea where these people come out of left field talking about SGA doesn't play defense. I swear sometimes I don't think people watch. I really don't. He had steals, he had blocks, and I'm not stat watching. I'm watching the game and I'm taking note of the huge plays in the fourth quarter where the Pacers were making a comeback and they had reduced the lead. It was down to like 2, 3, maybe 4 points, something like that. It was really close. It was within a possession, I believe. And then the Thunder just turned up the defense. I mean, their defense has always been very good, but they just started playing the passing lanes, getting rips and turning those into points, going the other way on the fast break. J-Dub was producing huge points, inside, outside, whatever the team needed. He was streaking to the hoop. Guys, he dropped 40 tonight. 14 of 25 overall, 3 of 5 from behind the arc, 9 of 12 from the charity stripe. He was fantastic. He had I think 6 rebounds. He had 4 assists. A very well-rounded game. 1 singular turnover, right? That was something I was critical of the last game where he had 4 turnovers. He cleaned it up considerably, right? So he was actually the game scoring leader. Zeke, Isaiah Hartenstein was fantastic. Huge on the glass. Excellent defensively. Being able to defend with the length. And, obviously the rebounding was huge. Case and Wallace, Aaron Wiggins, big-time threes off the bench. Chet Holmgren, look, before the series started, I thought this series might be too big for him. I don't think it is. He's not producing the huge offensive numbers, but his dominance on the glass. We're talking 11 rebounds, 5 of them offensive. That's huge. Those turn into points. He had a steal. He had 3 blocks. Did have 3 turnovers, but I'm telling you, he is showing up to play in this series. I said in the beginning of the year, in order for the Thunder to win the NBA Finals, they were going to need him to be a contributor. The team doesn't have enough without him. They're a good team without him, but they're better with him when he's that dynamic 7-footer who could stretch the floor and defend and run the floor and all those kind of things. He's just been incredible. Lou Dort, there's no way you can understate his importance. Complete lockdown of Tyrese Haliburton, who had no impact, 0, zilch, nada, nothing. He had timely threes when he was called upon. Mike Daigneault hit all the right buttons all game long. Now let's talk about the Pacers. I would say that Pascal Siakam played inspired, and he carried, as he typically does. Dude's got a huge heart. TJ McConnell was fantastic. I did not expect him to have this type of game on the road in OKC in a raucous arena. It was crazy. And he was huge. But the Pacers had 23 turnovers. 23 turnovers. They were only able to secure 11 fast break points, which I don't know if they had any in the first half. That is a hallmark of the way Indiana wins games, is by getting out on the fast break. They can't get out on the fast break on the Thunder. It's hard to get on the fast break when you're giving up points, the other team's scoring on you, right? Because you got to inbound the ball. And you're not forcing the turnovers. I think, if I remember correctly, I think the Thunder had like 14 turnovers maybe, or 12 or something like that. They didn't have many. I think 11 turnovers, actually. They took pretty good care of the ball. Tyrese Haliburton, 4 points, 3 turnovers, 0 field goals made. I think he re-injured or injured his leg, something of the sort. Obi Toppin was pretty good. He's been pretty good this series. Rick Carlisle has literally tried everything. He brought in some dude named Tony Bradley. I have no idea who this dude is. He's like an ogre type, like a traditional big. He was getting cooked on like the any type of motion or movement on the perimeter. I thought that was a total reach. He brought him in for rebounding to deal with Zeke and Chet, and I don't even know if it really happened all that much. But the Pacers never really matched the intensity, and they played pretty sloppy. They just didn't take care of the ball. I'll have more of a breakdown on this game and a live stream later on. You guys make sure to catch that. But this was a game that the Thunder really were in control most of it. There was a time in the fourth quarter where the Pacers made it interesting and really, really shrunk the lead. Then, like in the middle third of the fourth quarter, the Thunder just kept up their defensive intensity, and the Pacers just kind of unraveled. And, you know, it's 2 games in a row. It's almost making you think that maybe the Pacers have finally cracked. Maybe the Thunder defense is like that, and they broke the Pacers. Maybe. You know, and I don't know what it means, because we haven't seen a Turner game. We haven't really seen a Haliburton game. We've seen some moments and things of that nature. We've seen some Siakam games. We've seen McConnell games. Where's the Mathurin game? You know, where's the Neesmith and stuff like that? We're not getting those magical moments in these losses against the Thunder. And I think it's a testament to their defense, right? It's a testament to SGA's defense. We know what Lou Dort and Alex Caruso do. Caruso was fantastic tonight. I don't want to overlook that. But yeah, this is really interesting, because now we're going back to Indiana with the series 3-2 in favor of OKC. OKC has 2 chances to close out the Indiana Pacers. Look, maybe I'll do a little bit of a prediction here. I don't think it's going to be easy. I believe in the heart of the Pacers. I think they show up for this one. Give me the Pacers in Game 6, and I think we're going to have a Game 7 back in OKC. And for those of you that maybe you missed it and you followed all the content that I make, I said before this series started that there were going to be quarters where Lou Dort was going to hold Haliburton to 0 field goals for several quarters. That shit is happening in front of your eyes. It is absolutely like that. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I just know what I see when I see it. And I think a lot of you probably have noticed it too. This OKC defense is hellacious. It's crazy good. And when they're locked in, and when they are pinning their ears back and playing passing lanes, they're damn near impossible to beat. Even the magical run of the Pacers could be cut short by this OKC defense. Wow. Very, very impressive stuff. I think a lot of people are turning a lot of people into believers, right? I think J-Dub, I think SGA, I think Chet. You know, for those doubters, Mark Daigneault, you know, and also from the Pacers side, right? There's a lot of people that didn't believe in them, and here they are with a chance to, you know, win an NBA Finals, but they're going to have to do it at home in Game 6 to force a Game 7 in OKC. Let's see what happens. We'll do a live stream soon, so stay tuned for more videos and content. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Tell me what you saw. Drop me some comments. We'll see you guys soon on the next one.